I tested the laziest kitchen gadgets.
Everyone wants cooking to be easier, except instead of leaning on proper technique and mastering efficiency in the kitchen, more and more people are leaning on cooking gadgets that promise to make cooking simpler. But most of these gadgets...
Okay, but if you have an air fryer and a rice cooker, cooking is so much simpler. Like, I totally get people that love cooking. I actually do really like to cook. I cook as often as I can, but 75% of the time, I just don't have time to sink a bunch of time into boiling rice and preheating the oven and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Like, it's so much easier just to have a rice maker or those pre-made bags of rice, which still taste amazing, and then pop it in the air fryer for like 10 minutes, and then you've got a good meal. The kitchen appliances shaming has got to stop. I will not stand for this slander.
Often make the whole process lazier. I mean, you end up with a
What's wrong with it being lazy? I don't have spare time.
worse product. So where do we draw the line between easy and lazy? So I bought the laziest cooking gadgets I could possibly...
Okay, I might take it back. This is crazy. This is too far. A rice maker, probably not too far. Something that stirs for you that you have to plug in and I don't know, maybe it's Bluetooth connected. That is too far.
Easiest cooking gadgets I could possibly find, and today we're putting them all to the test. If they lower our effort and time making something and it's still good, then it passes. But if it results in a lower quality result at all, it fails and is classified as a lazy cooking gadget. So it all starts off with our first item, a $1,700 cooking robot, the Pasha.
I have seen this cooking robot before. Not only is it egregiously expensive, but it's like AI powered, and then it doesn't even do that much. You still have to fill each of these things with the ingredients, and then it just pours them in at the same time. It saves you 3 minutes of work. It is not that exciting. I feel like I saw another YouTuber review it and also arrive at the conclusion that it's just not very good either.
The Pasha. It has 1,000 recipes in it pre-programmed. It cooks everything for you from start to finish. So the question is, where is this gonna land for us? I'll be honest, you still have to do the prep and the shopping. It does not have arms.
Yeah, exactly. Like, if you're gonna be spending that amount of money, if you have so much money that a $2,000 cooking robot makes sense, hire a private chef, use HelloFresh, or just get groceries delivered. Like, you're wasting so much money with this.
Or legs. Or a brain. Or I guess it kind of has a brain. We're gonna be doing butter chicken. I thought, I have a recipe for butter chicken. Let's see how this compares to mine. 1,000 calories a serving, 81 grams of fat.
Jeez.
Mother of pearl. It's telling us what goes in where. So we're gonna follow the directions and fill up each individual container with the prepped items. And
see, you still have to do the work. This doesn't solve any of your problems. If you have to measure out your own portion sizes and then put it in here and all it does is add it to the pan, that's the easiest part that it's doing, and it cost you $2,000.
I have a little friend. His name is Christian, who's gonna help me do all this today.
All right, boneless chicken thigh, 12 ounces, goes in container A. So container B gets heavy dairy cream and 4 tablespoons of unsalted whole butter. Ginger.
Dude, no wonder there's 81 grams of fat per serving. You're basically scooping a heart attack into a machine.
Garlic paste, 5 ounces of red onion puree.
You fill each one up and then they just clip into
Red onion puree? You have to puree it yourself? No, what is this robot for?
each zone. Like you literally just slide it out and it just boom, clips right in. Oh. What? That's so sick. So these are all the individual spices already loaded up into here. Turmeric, methi, salt, red chili powder, garam masala. It is limited though. You cannot put more than 6 spices in any of the recipes. Curry spatula in. Okay, start cooking, here we go. I'm so nervous. Oh, yo!
Oil?
I don't know why it's
Kind of looked like it peed a little bit.
stirring the oil. I've personally never done that. Oh. First one.
Hit it.
Tap it out, man.
Oh,
Whoa!
Wait, it's not gonna stir like the onions first?
I'm blown away by that. The fact that it didn't stir the onions is crazy.
There's not even chicken in there.
The Pasha is supposed to be a set it and forget it cooking.
Okay, but look at how it's stirring these. Hold on. Blah, 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 blah. Look at how it's stirring this.
Chicken in there.
The Pasha
It's never going to cook the other side of it.
is supposed to be a set it and
It's not like when you stir chicken, you have to like flip the chicken over. You have to stir it so that all sides cook evenly.
forget it
This
cooking
is not going to cook
solution.
evenly.
So we're gonna let it rip for an hour, and after we test all of our gadgets, we're gonna
An hour? An hour? This is the worst machine maybe in the history of machines.
Pit it against my own butter chicken recipe to see who wins. Now, on to the next gadget.
If y'all want a cheat code for butter chicken, go to Aldi, get the tikka masala butter chicken pre-packaged packets, a bag of rice, cook some chicken yourself, salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, stir it together, takes maybe 10 minutes, and you microwave the other two, stick it all in there. It is 85 to 90% as good as like homemade tikka masala or butter chicken, and you do not have to pay $2,000. It costs you about $6. You do not have to pay $2,000 for a machine that doesn't even do anything.
You might be wondering what this device is. It's a garlic roller, correct. So Christian, I'm gonna give you 2 cloves of garlic. I have 2 cloves of garlic, and we're gonna see who peels it faster. And go. Oh, it's done. Wow, that actually worked crazy good. I'm actually shocked. I might use this.
Let me try that. Let me try it. All right, now you peel one.
All right, you ready?
Go. There's multiple layers.
Well, you don't need this. You just use a knife. You just smash it with a knife, and all the outside of it sticks together, and you just pull it out. It's faster than either of these two things.
Ah, I was so close.
I think it works too.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. I like that one.
Hey.
Not lazy. Next, we have the Rotato.
Rotato.
Look at this thing, dude. Absolutely beautiful. First, you take like a potato, for example, stab it on there, bring this down. It's supposed to make peeling easier. Let's see.
Oh, it stops on its own.
I mean, it kind of peeled it unevenly and it didn't finish peeling it.
But it was really cool.
Now try doing that with 40 potatoes. But you know, you can do other things, not just potato.
I also feel like that took way longer than just peeling a potato regularly would have taken. Also, potato skins are really nutritious. You kind of don't need to peel them for anything unless you're making like a potato soup where it would make it chunky and stick together.
Even do a mango. It's so perfect. Is it gonna do it in one go without breaking? Grab that in. It's one single strand. This is how long the mango skin is. That's kind of sick. I mean,
You could eat that like with a fruit by the foot, just...
and it works. It also missed a spot on here as well. I mean, it did peel a tomato actually really nicely.
Really ribbed.
I don't know if I dislike this or not.
Maybe like while it's peeling.
I've always wanted to eat a mango like that.
Salt me, baby. I mean, it's lazy but efficient. I could be doing stuff.
It's not efficient. What do you mean? This takes so much longer than just peeling it yourself is. Peeling it yourself takes, I don't know, 15, 20 seconds. And this is easily a minute.
While that's peeling.
Okay, yeah.
You could do something while that's peeling, but that doesn't mean it's faster.
Moving on, we have the Newness Pineapple Corer. In my opinion, I don't see how this is even gonna save you time or effort really, because you still have to use a knife. Step 1, it wants you to cut off the top. Center the blade.
Well, you're done right there. All you have to cut off is the top. The rest of the pineapple is edible.
Blade on the pineapple. Twist it slowly until reaching the bottom. How deep do I go?
Oh. Whoa, that's satisfying.
Dog.
Tunnel vision, dog. Oh, she's sweet.
That worked out so good.
I might have to take it back for this one. That seems pretty cool.
It is a shortcut. It's consistent.
The only
That makes it way faster.
downside is there's quite a bit of waste. There's a lot of pineapple in here that ended up not getting cut. This much pineapple. You don't necessarily need this tool. You can core pineapple easily. Here's how you do it. He's gonna time me to figure out how long this takes. So you're gonna cut off the top and then the bottom, turn it over, and then you'll trim the sides down. Trying to stay as close to the skin as possible. If you get too close to the skin, you end up with these sort of like little needly bits, okay? And then in half again, in half again. Remove the core, turn, remove the core, turn, and your pineapple is done.
35 seconds, chef.
At this point, you can actually
I feel like a better question is how often are you eating pineapple? Like how often do you get an entire pineapple and then core it so that you can eat the whole center yourself? I mean, that happens, what, like once or twice a year? So it's probably not worth the 20 seconds you save to only do it twice a year.
actually cut your pineapple into any shape you want except for a ring. But like if you want to cut it like a brunoise, you can do that. Or you could take it and you get bigger cubes. Or you can cut it into batons. Or you can cut it into, like, do we get the point here, guys? It doesn't need to be expensive. A $10 knife will do the same job.
That's not $10.
I mean, it takes strength to get that done too, so it's not making it easier for anybody, like physically. For the amount of waste, I'm gonna say lazy. Just learn the knife skills and don't waste your food, you know? Next up, the auto stir. What better item to test than a risotto? The whole point of this is to stop the necessity of always having to stir, stir, stir. The rice is gonna go in.
I'm so tempted to shake the pan,
I know,
but
it's an auto stirrer, guys. Might as well add our shallot shallot and garlic. Maybe we should just skip the toasting and go straight to adding the wine.
It's not doing anything. That moves at half a mile an hour.
All right, now it's moving. A little more broth. Why is it staying on this side? It like refuses
Yeah,
to go over
everything's gonna
here.
get
Like,
burned.
Go back over here. Oh, number one.
I think they cheated. They helped it. If you have to help it at any point, then it's not legitimate. Also, the surface area of like little prongs is far too low for it to be used.
There's already an issue with the fact that it's not getting to the edges. You can see that the edges are completely untouched. The rice that was on the edges ended up...
This is also the worst shape imaginable. Look at the shape of this. It has no surface area coverage. It should have like a large flat thing on the bottom that stirs everything.
Issue with the fact that it's not getting to the edges. You can see that the edges are completely untouched. The rice that was on the edges ended up getting a little too toasted, whereas the rice in the center kind of got stirred. Look at how this area is stirred, but see how this is all undisturbed? It has not even touched this area after almost 5 minutes of stirring.
Do you think it's the wrong size pot?
Here's the problem with the smaller pot, it's just spinning in place.
I know this device is also for accessibility, but even then, it just did not yield a good product, and we really tried.
We're gonna call it mid. Next, this. What could this
Mid. It burns your rice. It defeats the whole purpose of it.
possibly be? A helicopter, a flying device, a new form of a drone? No, it's for cooking bacon. The Bacon Wizard. They actually advertise that it makes a better product. Ballsy of you to say, buddy. I don't think it's fair to compare this to the baking in the oven, or roasting in the oven, I guess, because that takes much longer. So I think we compare this to a pan. So the reason it makes a better product is they say that you end up dripping off way more of the fat. So you end up with a crispier, less greasy piece of bacon. You can only do 8 pieces of bacon at a time. How long does it cook for?
8 minutes is a long
In the
time.
microwave, it's a long time.
And now we wait 8 minutes. While this is going, I'm also gonna be cooking bacon in a pan to compare the two. Should take roughly the same amount of time. We got 8 minutes on the clock. Is that how you lounge?
That's how I cook bacon.
You look like
I feel like the big comparison, also crazy screenshot. I feel like the big comparison here is health, because if the grease drips off, that's a lot of like saturated fats you don't want in your body. So maybe that's just a healthier way to prepare bacon. Whereas if you do it in a pan, it's just swimming in its own grease.
such a diva right now. This is making a weird noise. My bacon's still cooking 8 minutes later. This looks about 2 minutes out, so we'll call this 10 minutes for pan bacon.
Shall we?
Ugly as f. We have 2 different kinds of bacon. This like matte pink bacon is not crispy, first of all, which listen, I'm not against non-crispy bacon, but if you're a crispy bacon goer, you are not gonna get crispy bacon. I think the pan version looks much more appetizing. It tastes like Denny's bacon.
Buffet bacon.
All right, let's take it a step up.
Hot.
Way more flavorful.
Saltier, too.
More of the liquid head.
Yeah, that's because it sat in the grease. Anything you add grease to is going to taste better. So, I mean, I'm not surprised that it tastes that much better. I think the real comparison is how many fewer calories is the bacon where all the grease is stripped off of it.
It's evaporated out, more concentrated flavor. How often do we really eat bacon? Maybe once a week or less? Assuming that you're
I actually eat turkey bacon every day. I love turkey bacon.
like the average person who probably doesn't eat bacon every single day, you might as well just take the time to roast a bunch of pieces of bacon. It's just as set and forget, in my opinion. You get more product out of it. You can do like 16 pieces of bacon instead of 8. It'll take twice as long to cook though, but you'll end up with this much more flavorful.
You can also just toss it in the air fryer. I mean, air fryer for about 8 minutes on high, you get all the same benefits. The grease drips into the bottom, put a pan under there to catch it, and then you get the toasty feel that you get out of the oven.
Bacon and serve more people.
Because this is easy cooking, disgusting.
We're gonna count that as lazy. On to the next. Some items were created for accessibility, but there are people with all abilities that are trying to automate their cooking processes, make their cooking easier and faster with things like the Slop chop. The question is, does it make an okay product?
You already have the knife out.
That's what I find funny about this item is people will say things about the accessibility of it, but you still have to cut it and prep it. I really don't know who it's helping. You can only fit like a quarter of an onion in here. All right, go for it.
It's still a bâtonnet.
That's not bad.
It's not bad for a chili.
If you were
I actually had one of these because I went through a phase of putting onions in absolutely everything. When you're making a single serving, it actually is kind of nice because I didn't want to have to fiddle. I would get uneven onion sizes, and so some bites would have a big chunk of onion, some bites would not have enough onion, and so I just got one of those. It was like $6 at Walmart, and you just whole counter shakes. But I mean, it worked really well. I was happy with it.
I'm gonna like saute this into a sauce, that would work. What about a carrot? It's brutalizing the vegetable, but you know what? I think it's good for one type of cut, which is medium fine chop, rough chop kind of look. You can still end up with a great product with that. I think someone could slap chop that celery faster than I could cut it nicely. For that, I'm gonna give it a thumbs up.
I agree.
On to the next.
Now let's check and see how the Pasha's doing. It looks okay, but the true taste test of man versus machine is coming up at the end, but we have more gadgets to try.
We're back at the microwave. What's in here? Fasta pasta. I hate that name. It's literally a microwavable box. You put your pasta in there, cover it with water, and you close the door and cook it.
This one's gonna be 13 minutes.
Let it rip. Now we wait.
What the f
Well, we got something to drain it with. Boom, the lid goes on. You drain it. Oh God. All right, here we go.
And actually, if this works.
I try to get some pasta.
It's a little overcooked.
Only a little overcooked. That's nice.
That's actually 13 minutes is not bad for cooking pasta. I feel like pasta just on the stove takes, I don't know, like 20 minutes to boil. That seems actually not bad
I
to
have
me.
a little toothsome in mind.
I guess like you could hypothetically pour out and leave in some of the pasta water, put a sauce in there, put some butter and some salt and shake it in that and then serve it.
And just eat it from there and play your video games. I don't have to boil my water.
The only downside though, portion size. This is 2 portions, you're limited to 4.
In America, that is 1 portion.
It didn't necessarily make it worse,
But again, if you like live by yourself, this is perfect. Like I throw pasta in the microwave and then, I don't know, cook some meat on the side for 13 minutes and then just sit down on my couch and watch Netflix. This seems awesome.
product. I'm sorry, Italians, but not lazy. I certainly will not be using this, but you know what?
It's just such an easy way to create 1 serving size of pasta without having a bunch of cleanup or a bunch of dishes or having to wait for water to boil. Like it's just set it and forget it. And when you come back, it's done and ready to go. It's like a crock pot of pasta.
To make it easier, less mess, I suppose, pasta. Moving on, the rice cooker. So to use it, very simply, wash rice going in, equal parts water, level it out, you close it, and then now this is gonna take like 30 to 40 minutes. It takes a shocking amount of time in the rice cooker, but I don't have to do anything else. And after you press the button, you open it up and guess what? You have perfectly cooked rice. We already know how I feel about rice cookers. I love them. They cook rice perfectly every time. It takes out all the guesswork. I'm usually against single-use tools. This is the one tool that I hyper fixate on. You don't have to buy the expensive one. You can buy a cheap one. This makes a better product with less effort.
Consistent, set it and forget it. Everything about this is a pro.
Not lazy, moving on.
Sistema egg cooker. It makes omelets and poached eggs. Today, we're gonna make an omelet. All right, I'm gonna do a little cheese, onions, and tomates, and then a little more cheese. Lock it, pop.
Anything where you put plastic in a microwave just seems like a bad idea to me. I mean, you're just speed running microplastics in your testicles at that point.
This baddie in here for 40 seconds. All right, after 40 seconds, give it a quick little stir. And we're gonna pop her back in there.
So you still have to get it out partway through, stir it, and then put it back in. That's basically the same amount of effort that a regular omelet is. Because an omelet, you throw it in the pan, after a couple of minutes, you flip it. But here, you throw it in the microwave, after a couple of minutes, you stir it. So it's the same amount of effort. So it doesn't actually change anything.
For another 40.
Ugh, it's not fully cooked. Pop it in another 40. We followed the instructions, they did not work, so we're gonna add a little more cook time.
Oh,
Did it bust open?
a little bit. The lock is there still.
Oh boy.
Put that between 2 buns.
The sell on this product is
It actually doesn't look that bad. If you had a bagel, slap a little cream cheese on either side and put that in between it, some melted cheese, put it on top. This is like a perfect homemade McMuffin style thing. I mean, as far as putting a plastic thing in the microwave for several minutes and letting the plastics leach in, and also probably how much it costs, and the fact that it's actually not that much more difficult than just throwing it on the stove, there's no way this is worth it.
that it's fast and easy. It was supposed to take 80 seconds. It took an extra 40 on top of the 80, but I mean, it's only 40 extra seconds here, right? I don't hate it. I think most people would be okay with this, honestly.
It's one less dish. You're washing the dish.
Yeah, you still gotta wash it. You're still washing a whisk, you're still washing a bowl. So it's not saving you on cleanup time really much. Every omelet you make is gonna look this way, it's gonna be rubbery, and you can't control the way that it's cooked. So you can't have like a softer omelet, you can't have a crispier omelet.
100% it's lazy. It's hospital eggs.
Yeah, it is hospital eggs. Actually, that's very accurate. That's lazy. Moving on. We have the Veg-O-Matic 16-in-1. They say it creates unmatched.
What do you mean 16 in 1? It cuts vegetables. What are the other 15 things that it does? This is like the shampoo that every man has where it's like 8-in-1 shampoo. It's shampoo, conditioner, body wash, soap, toothpaste, eye drops, a cure for cancer.
Knife cuts. Big statement from Veg-O-Matic. We've got these little cube crosshatch. Ooh, shit. Carrots. You just kind of slam it.
He just hit it. Oh!
That's not bad. I mean, that required effort. So if this was to make things more accessible, I mean, you better have some serious tricep strength. Let's try a piece of celery. That was easy. Didn't really cube it though. Onion. Oh, wow. Compare this to the average person's knife skills. That's not a bad dice. What if you're like, I have no time, I'm just gonna slam this whole potato. Again, quickly.
If you're doing large amounts of vegetables, this seems like a great thing to me because cutting vegetables is not fun. It's like my least favorite part of cooking, but you just slap that over and over.
Give me another one. All right, give me something else. I don't care what it is. Let's try a different function. So now we have the mandolin top wavy cutter.
Ooh, crisscross applesauce.
It's too thin to get a good crisscross.
But
I mean,
a good wavy, let's just get a bunch of wavies.
Yeah, get a bunch of wavies. All right, you're scaring me, you're scaring me. One downside is this is a fixed blade, meaning you can't make it any thicker or thinner. But if you just want an all-in-one, I mean, it works. In terms of accessibility, like anybody could use this.
It's efficient. It's an added bonus that it comes with a container that everything goes in, so less mess, less stress.
Not lazy. We have. I just cut myself.
Did you really?
I actually literally just cut myself.
Let me see it. Oh, wow. How'd you do it so I don't do it?
All I did was the exact function it's supposed to do, and I am bleeding. If you put your thumb at the most important part of leverage, it literally slices your thumb.
I don't like this. This machine makes me wildly uncomfortable. I do not want to participate in the sales of the Dick Chopper 9000.
Okay, so you have a single
Think of how efficient the circumcisions would be, though. I mean, you know?
use product that cuts a banana.
And fingers.
I refuse to recommend a product that I just cut myself with trying to use it properly.
It's like, almost like a disqualified.
Yeah.
Thumbs down. And don't drop that thumb, it'll drip.
Moving on. Next, the air fryer. I used to hate them, but have they gotten better? Take out our salmon. We have it nicely seasoned, a little bit of spray oil. So we'll let that go. It's gonna cook for 10 minutes. This is very much of like a set and forget. You don't need to like have a lot of pots and pans. So it all comes down to whether or not the product comes out really nice. Because if you cook salmon in a pan, you can get it super crispy and it's super moist and it's not dry. So that's what I'm looking for in this. My thumb hurts. Our salmon is done. It looks crisp, it's sizzling, it's bubbling. Oh, that's hot.
There goes your second thumb.
I wasn't even intending to get crispy skin, but I think we did. But I want to talk about the top. The top has a nice color, so I'm happy about that. Sides got color, and even the skin. Okay, it's not crispy enough. Did not break, but look at the cook on that. Look how juicy that is. Ooh, it's tender. Wow, that's delicious.
That is a fire air fryer.
I used to hate air fryers. I've come around to them. It is a perfect example of what could be considered a lazy cooking item, but it really does make it quick and easy. Sometimes in some cases like this, it actually makes a better product.
Plus, if you live in like a tiny apartment in a big city because you can't afford much more, an air fryer is all you need. If you have an air fryer and a microwave, you can cook good meals. You don't need an oven, which is a huge appeal.
Getting salmon cooked this nicely in a pan requires real skill. Throwing it in the air fryer honestly requires almost none.
Dare I say restaurant quality salmon?
Not lazy. This is a weird one. You look at this and you're like, what kind of weird shovel is this? It is in fact a meat baller. Let's see if it's intuitive.
So you just pack it in there? So you gotta flatten it out or anything, or?
This better make them fast because it takes a while just to stuff that.
Dude, the prep time is more than it takes to actually make meatballs on your own without it. It seems like something that's really over-engineered. Does it actually make your life better?
This is disgustingly lazy.
I need to just make balls faster, I feel like.
It's so bad. And then this is gross. You have to like rinse this off and boil it or something to get the meat out of all the nooks and crannies. No, this is terrible.
So that did a terrible job and it's gonna get a thumbs down. So we have the 3-in-1 sandwich cooker.
Did nobody at the factory even test the meatballer and see if it actually works? I assume you're just trying to get either college students that have no idea how to do anything or old grandmas that think it'll make things better, but it actually doesn't.
Imagine if none of these borders were here.
I'd call it a griddle.
Yeah, you also can't control the heat on this, so we better pray to God that this thing is dialed in like a Michelin-starred chef. So.
Okay, she's warm. You put that ham in there, I'll smash it. Can you turn down the heat?
Oh, you can't. You. And then I guess you close this?
Yeah, I guess so. I'm worried about the egg yolk, right?
Bang, bang, dude. Woo!
Oh, it does touch the yolk.
A little bit of a Maillard. A little salty. A little queso. Flip these bad boys, bang. I'm being really careful, I'm just giving it top heat. All right, we're melted. The egg looks cooked possibly nicely though.
Am I crazy? This looks kind of good. This is, again, the perfect gadget for a single person living alone in an apartment that doesn't have access to like a grill or anything. You're playing video games, watching Netflix, hanging out with the boys online. You just toss this in there. I mean, it works pretty well. It's a single serving thing that does one thing. And if as long as it does that one thing well, I mean, it's hard to knock it.
At least it didn't break. I mean, it does look good.
It's not bad.
Oh, that just busted.
You went pretty hard on that cut, brother.
Pretty good.
That's good, the ingredients, really, you know? I know it's like a 3-in-1, but it seems single use. It's like you gotta pull it out for breakfast only.
You could do the exact same thing, all in one large pan. And it's cleaner, you just wipe out the pan and it's done. This is, you've got all the ridges and everything. So like, I think this is actually—
That's a good point, actually. If you have a saucepan, you can do this exact same thing where you can cook eggs, meat, and, you know, whatever. He was saying a griddle. You don't even need a griddle. You just need a big saucepan. I take it back. I don't think this is very good.
more work. I don't think I know anybody personally that's not a professional that would use this. I'm gonna give this a thumbs down personally.
Yeah, thumbs down for me.
Finally, the moment of truth. The Pasha is finally finished, but how did it do? And is it gonna be able to beat me?
It looks actually very good. It didn't get any color on the chicken, so that makes me worried about the flavor, but smells fantastic. It's a little thicker than I want it to be. Okay, our butter chicken is in, and then they recommend to add a touch of fresh chopped cilantro. And that is a robot's butter chicken, and it looks quite nice.
We have several blind taste testers trying both dishes to see which they prefer. We did a reset between each tasting. To keep it fair, I want a real winner here. If this robot can beat me, this is its chance. Now let's see what they think.
They're actually way closer than I was expecting them to be.
They are super similar.
Those actually are.
The comparison here is not how similar they are, or even how good the robot chicken did. It's the fact that you have to do it. You pay $2,000 for then you to make it. You have to measure out all the ingredients. You have to put all the ingredients in the containers. You have to turn it on. You have to select the recipe. The only thing it does is spin in a circle. That's the easiest part. You kind of don't need the robot for that part.
Really similar, I'm not gonna lie.
They're very close together, like a lot closer than you'd think.
The second one had a lot more spice. The chicken is super tender.
I think the texture of the first one was like a little creamier, a little smoother.
I think the second one had a little bit more spice, and I liked the sauce a little bit more. It was a little bit creamier.
The second one, it was more rubbery and chewy, but the flavor was more buttery.
Honestly, the only difference I'm notating is that the second one is a little spicier. It's a bit more deep in flavor.
The second one had a better spice.
Which one do you prefer?
Number one.
If I had to pick one overall, I think the first one.
But I think I prefer the second one.
First one was a little bit too buttery for me. I think number 2.
Probably number 2.
Okay. Get out of my face. Total tally is 4-1. And the winner is not the robot. Congratulations, Joshua Weissman.
Yes! I beat a robot! But it's okay. I'm friendly. I work hard. When you decide to enslave humanity, just remember that, okay? I want to try this one. I'm like actually pretty pumped about it. I mean, that's good. It's seasoned nicely. It's a little sweet, huh? This is the final moment. A cooking gadget that quite literally does it all.
It's seasoned nicely because you measured out all the seasonings yourself. The robot didn't do anything. The robot just stirred. Of course, they're going to say the same.
The question is it lazy? Did it make a worse product? And did it make our lives easier? You still have to do all the prepping. You still have to do all the cleaning. You have to do almost all.
I didn't even think about the cleaning. Cleaning is the most unfortunate part of any kitchen-based experience. The only thing the robot does is spin. It is a glorified spinner.
Except for the stirring and the watching of the pot. So we're gonna go with a sad, lazy. At the end of the day, cooking is all about making something delicious. It doesn't always have to be hard or tedious or require a bunch of time and energy. And what we learned is some things do make life easier and still make a delicious product, but some things make.
I feel like all that we learned here was 1, just get an air fryer, 2, get a rice maker, and 3, learn to use those. I mean, that's kind of it. Between an air fryer and a rice maker, that's all you need for cooking, and you are set for life.
Them worse. So choose wisely. Love you, subscribe. Bye.
That was I Tested the Laziest Kitchen Gadgets by Joshua Weissman. Pretty good video. I think this has just taught me that innovation has kind of come to a standstill as people don't really know how to make things better. Because microwaves haven't changed in 50 years, basically. Because once you invented, thing that heats things up, cooks and boils water, I mean, you don't really need to improve on that. It doesn't get better than that, per se. Link, as always, is in the description. Thanks for watching.